make sure when you're doing this, just like you just sit first. Like we did last week, right? It was, everything that we did was off an angle, right? So I can see it right here. This is gonna be the center line down the gi here. So instead of me being here, which we started off the week, many people raised their hands when I was like, how many people have their seatbelt here like this? You're going for a ride, right? And you're gonna eventually have to let go because he can go and turn his head and he can hold my arms in this position too. Now I'm not getting him back, he's gonna end up breaking grips, okay? So one of the first things we really wanted to pay attention to was the face, the grip, and making this position as small as possible. We're still staying in that same idiom, and a big part of this idiom is also getting off that center line, okay? So here was where we were, and if you notice I'm off the center line and my shoulder is basically next to his ear, my head's kind of next to his. I want this same position when we go to the opposite side. So last week I was telling this to Nate, I'm like, next week we're gonna go to the other side. He's like, I actually like that side. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I like escaping that way. And I realized he liked escaping that way when people stayed in the middle. Because now it's gonna give him an advantage to be able to block and use that arm, pinch your arm, make your arms be extended away from your body, and making it hard for you to be able to hold that person in that position. So what we're gonna practice is when we go to that side particularly, and make sure, obviously, I know you're doing a drill, but your partner has to tuck their chin. If not, what are you gonna do? Joe's will come down. Okay, so here, and we get to here, and look, I'm already off that side, but I need to end up with my head underneath him, right on this shoulder side. So as we start to go down to that side, I'm gonna use this foot, I'm gonna step on his hip, and this one's going across the body, almost like I'm gonna do a body triangle, but I can't really do them on anybody, so I don't use it, right? Like this. So here, and if you notice, is my ear near his, my shoulder near his ear? Am I in that same position that I was before? I also like this. Does everybody see how I'm using my foot as a hook? This is a good thing, especially if he's keeping his foot up. I'm gonna use this here. I can double up on the feet, but look how high my opposite leg is. And my hip is free. So one of the first things that I want you to start to see from this position, especially since we're doing gi, is going for a setup. Okay, no matter what, when he goes to pull my hands down, I'm gonna let him pull one down to here, and we're gonna set the collar. I'll go a little easier, right? Always make sure when you set this up, your hand stays inside of this shoulder so he can't make a sudden burst of energy and try to work his way out that way. We're always able to catch, okay? What I wanna be able to do is catch the shoulder and obviously get the pants. If you can't reach the pants at the knee very easily from this position, that means you're too far behind your opponent and you're in the middle. Okay, if it's like, man, that leg's really far away, I can still get it, look, it's still here, right? And that's him straightening it out. If you can't get it, you can start by holding the shoulder and making your swing open, okay? But let's say I can get it. Top leg is a swing. I'm gonna point it over there at the clock. And it opens up this hole. You see I put him down in the hole? Now I go over the top. Whether the hand was crossed or not, I'll go over the shoulder. If the hand's toward the inside, I'm still gonna go over here like this, and then obviously I can finish this choke pretty easy from here. Very hard spot to get on. What I was noticing a lot of times, last night especially, when people would go over, they would end up doing like this, right? And they end up going, he's out. Because look, I just put him back on the side that he wants to escape to. I'm leaving him plenty of ability to get his head in the crook of my arm and pop his head, but now he's out, right? I'm not gonna be able to hold this position.
That's the one thing I noticed with people, they won't pull this down.
Yeah, this has to be in here tight. Remember, where did I want my shoulder?
Behind his ear?
Yeah, next to the ear, no matter what. With the gi, without the gi, right? But we end up here with shoulders right near the ear, and I'm closing off that crook. It's gonna be way easier too when we're here like this, when I can close all that space up. All right, so one more time. Let's have everybody practice this part. Getting underneath somebody is the most important part. So if you're not getting that and it feels uncomfortable, just do that part a whole bunch of times, okay? Same thing. And then where does this come from? Like I might have the back on one side, they bridge and go flat, right? Because sometimes people will go flat. Like if I have a choice, I'm gonna always start to make you go back to the other side, right? But again, I might be here like this, and now look, I'm gonna move my way back out and keep my grip here like this, right? I'm way underneath him here. So now the handle on the coffee cup doesn't even reach the ground. It's stuck underneath my arm. Very hard to escape this way. Now the other thing that you can practice doing is if he does anything but this with this arm, it's so easy to come over and start trapping over the arm. With the, what's he gonna do from here? He's gonna have to pull his arm out because my grip is too strong with my heels. Look, he's going after this. You can go after arm bars. Yeah, real hard to get out. I go right after this here. Boom. I go right after the turn. He's gonna he's blocking. Right, I just get like this then. Right, come back in. Oh, he's stepping. We go back for the arm.
I thought
Okay,
you
so
were gonna chain it by putting this behind the head.
oh yeah, coming in this way.
Yeah, with the
Can we try some of these? Okay, so I number one want everybody here to be able to get to this spot, and then depending on how much you know, feel free. But you got arm bars, you got, you know, you can go for all the
reverse
key chokes,
inverted triangles.
inverted triangles. But
reverse.
if you're like, yeah, reverse. We're here. I'm in a good spot. Look how easy this is, right? No matter what to get over this guy. I'm not super duper flexible. I'm okay. Right, so this isn't like you have to be wicked flexible to do this, but you do have to be on this angle, right? So if you end up here, like this is impossible. If you've ever tried to do stuff like this, it doesn't work because I don't have the proper angle. So making sure that you're getting underneath and getting off to that side, that foot just comes across the body. The main thing when we get to this, look, I want this. Right, like if I can get this leg across and get some sort of grip here, this is going to be where I want to be. And again, if he's doing this, just choke him. But look how easy it is to grab the rest of this. Get some reps. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.